At just 10 years old, Jani Schofield battles childhood schizophrenia, and she's among the rarest of the rare. She appears to have been born with it. Reporter Laura Francis headed to Los Angeles for this Australian television exclusive.
Cut my head off. Look, there's Midnight. She went back in the closet.
Jani's cat, Midnight, is not your usual family pet. She lives in Jani's bedroom cupboard and can't be seen by the rest of her family. Although very real to this Californian primary school girl, Midnight is a hallucination. Just one of hundreds Jani can see.
Sweetie, I'm right here. I'm right here. I am. We are.
Save me.
10-year-old Jani Schofield, or Jani as she prefers to be called, became one of the youngest children worldwide to be diagnosed with schizophrenia. She was just 6 at the time.
What are you looking at, Jani?
Nothing.
Jani calls her world Kalalini. When she looks around a room, it's crowded with imaginary people and animals.
It's a diving competition.
Oh, it's a diving competition. All right, who's in it?
All the rats.
But these are not the usual imaginings of a young, creative child. These are vivid hallucinations, like a dream she can't wake up from. To Jani, I could be just another hallucination coming into view. And she isn't even bothered by our camera crew because they blend into her already chaotic world.
In previous times, she's walked into my office when there's been other people there, and she won't notice them. They're just hallucinations to her till I say that they're real.
Her psychologist, Mary McGrath, says the line between fantasy and reality has always been blurred for Jani.
Do you believe Jani was born with schizophrenia?
Yes, I do. Absolutely. She's had some of her hallucinations since any time she can remember.
Mary believes, now that Jani is older, she understands she's battling a mental illness.
She has an experience with schizophrenia. She has an insight into it that I've never heard even adults use. She at times will come in and say, I hate myself because I have schizophrenia.
These are complex thoughts for your average 10-year-old. But Jani's no ordinary kid. This self-awareness comes because she's also extremely clever, with a sky-high IQ of 146.
Jani, you know that you have hallucinations, don't you?
Yeah.
And you know that you have schizophrenia.
They're real can be to me.
They're as real can be to you. Are they ever scary?
Cat 400 is.
Cat 400. Why is Cat 400 scary?
He just is.
He just is. What does he do?
Tell me bad stuff. Like hit Bodhi.
When her little brother Bodhi was born 4 years ago, Jani's violent urges became even stronger. Increasingly concerned that harm might come to Bodhi, Jani's mum Susan and dad, Australian-born Michael, admitted her to a psychiatric ward. She stayed 4 long months. They even tried living in separate apartments to help protect Bodhi from Jani. Over the years, Michael and Susan have made the controversial decision to directly engage with Jani's imaginary companions.
Telling her that they aren't real is as pointless as telling you that I'm not real.
Sometimes her darker hallucinations, such as a menacing girl Jani has named 80, will tell her to do terrible things like jump off buildings. Her parents will then negotiate with the hallucination rather than Jani.
What am I supposed to do? Say, no, Jani, 80's not real, or 80, stop doing that. 80, come down, do not jump off the building.
Did Jani ever talk about killing herself?
She's tried to strangle herself. She's tried to jump out of her bedroom window. Most recently, we were on the 5th floor and she looked down. That was like the first time she'd actually ever articulated the words, I want to die. Hey, Jani, you writing Dawn or Annabelle?
While the animals in Jani's mind are an ongoing concern for her parents, it's animals in the real world that are helping Jani fight her illness.
Hi, Annabelle.
Tucked away here in the Los Angeles canyons is the Carousel Ranch, and it's at this equine therapy centre that Jani is most at peace.
Nothing else that we have found so far on this earth gets her to focus as much as this does.
But every day with Jani is unpredictable.
Jani, look at me.
And while the horses usually calm her, she's still prone to outbursts when the hallucinations take hold.
You stand up. With all that you were facing on a daily basis, how do you keep going?
It's easy, I have to. In my mind, I don't have a choice.
But while their much-loved little girl is now making progress, helped by a powerful cocktail of medications, Michael and Susan are increasingly concerned about their son, Bodhi.
We're progressing.
But we're progressing. It's just that we see he's coming up and it's like going, oh God.
He's recently been diagnosed with autism, but there are signs he's begun hallucinating too.
What is it, sweetie?
Happy birthday, Bonnie!
Michael and Susan have enough on their hands just being strong parents for their own challenging kids. But they feel passionate about using their story to raise awareness about childhood schizophrenia.
It is like having any other chronic illness, except that it manifests itself in behavior.
Michael has written a book called January 1st.
This is a journey out of darkness and into the light. I still get emotional. I mean, as many times as, it's still hard.
And Jani has appeared on Oprah and Dr. Phil.
Jani.
I'm Dr. Phil.
The couple have also created an online support group for families around the world dealing with mental illness.
When we leave this world, it's got to be better than it is now. There has to be more of a support system than there is now.
Jani's schizophrenia is incurable, and it's clear that her parents have unlimited strength and patience for the long road ahead. But for this proud dad, there's no question that the real hero of the story is his little girl,
Hi, Australia.
Jani.
This is Jani Page.
It's Jani Page.
I'm staggered by the fact that she's a kid and she has to grow up with this, but she's doing it. She's doing it.
That's gut-wrenching stuff there.
Wow, what a heavy burden for her parents to have to bear, but they're doing an incredible job.
Absolutely.